company, who you are, what you stand for.
Well, I'm Kimberly Orbo, Touch of Sun Crafts. I created it. Well, my mom, before she passed, she gave me the name Sunshine. And I was going, after I got my master's in psychology,
Wow.
she wanted me to open up my own life coaching called me Touch of Sunshine. So when she passed, you know, you want to remember your mom. So I just added Touch of Sun to my crafting because I started crafting because of her. Because, you know, when you grow up and you have like not so happy childhood, you try to make the fun and the sunshine out of everything that you can.
Absolutely.
So I started making crafts for her to put a smile on her face so she will be proud of our home.
That is so beautiful.
So everything that I do, everything that I try to find a silver development. That's what I call them. I call them silver developments in life. That way you can find a little sunshine in every dark cloud.
Yeah, and like, what better way than to bring some beautiful light and some beautiful keepsakes of, you know, for your special day.
Yes.
And also to take home and keep.
Well, I got married in 2009, and there was just 12 people in my little church in Mississippi. And so when I didn't get to have the wedding and the big thing, but I don't like talking to people in public, so it was fine for me to have 12 people at my wedding.
A lot has changed since then,
Yes.
as we can see.
As we can see. So last year I got my first bride because my sorority sister,
Congratulations.
Zeta Phi Beta, well, she got me my first bride.
Okay.
And she was like, well, can you do a brooch bouquet? And I was like, I've never done one, but I'll do one today. So it took us about 6 months, and we came up with one that's on my TikTok and my Instagram, Touch of Sun Crafts.
Touch of Sun
It's
Crafts.
on Instagram. Yeah, we there.
It's
And
crafts at the end.
It
Touch of
is.
Sun, because it wouldn't let me just tag Touch of Sun. Touch of Sun Crafts.
With an S. And I'm there, and we did a big elaborate Gatsby thing. She wanted the Gatsby thing, so we did her interpretation of a Gatsby thing. And so that's where I got my start. And then this lovely woman saw it on Instagram one day and invited me to come over here and show you guys how to do this. So it was my first time. But I grew up loving brides. If you've ever been a Disney girl, you love the romance and the lovely of it and the happily ever after. You just want that.
Yeah.
So I designed this one, which
It's
I'm calling Enchanted. And it's everything that
beautiful.
you want to think about
Here,
a
let me take this
bouquet.
around, may I?
It's,
These are so beautiful. Your attention to detail.
I've always wanted a Victorian wedding. You know, with the
gorgeous.
lace and the era where every lady was ladies and gentlemen were gentlemen.
These are so beautiful.
And it just, I call them enchanted. You get a little bit of with a little bit of sparkle. And this,
Yeah, what is this one? This is so
this is
regal.
yes. This is glam with a little sparkle.
I
Little
just-
razzle dazzle.
Yeah, y'all need to see these up close.
Now, you can go
How do I
big
look?
brooches, or you can go with small brooches. You can do a little bit of mwah, a little bit of pearl, a little bit of rhinestone. But with me, you ain't right until you had glitter, because glitter makes everything better.
Yes, it does.
Now this one is my romantic dream.
She's beautiful.
Now the ones you're seeing, you're passing around are foam flowers. And some of them are the enchanted one is the one that I had
This is
extra
so
flowers around in my house. So I was like, let me put this together and see what I can do. Now I found a little technique where I can make the flowers bloom where they don't look like the run-of-the-mill flower.
Okay.
And I'm gonna tell you that you have to find my YouTube.
She can't give all her trade secrets away.
And these are just little cake decorators, butterflies that I just hot glued on it.
And so about how long does it take you to make a bouquet like this?
Well, it takes about probably a month of planning. But with me, it don't take that long because I'm all about the let's do this.
These are beautiful.
But It takes about 2 weeks to get all the ingredients, as my husband would say. Take all the ingredients to get all together. But once you have your vision and you have your direction, it's gonna change at least 5 times. But nothing is if it's worth it, you'll go with the change until the vision is right. Okay, I got these flowers at Hobby Lobby, $15.99, and you know they be coming all smushed and squished and stuff. So I found a little technique because you're never too old for education. You gotta have.
She's a
education.
crafty gal. Yeah, you're gonna show us like in. Yeah,
I am.
and I can hold your microphone for you as well. This is where I come in as a microphone stand, everybody.
This is what I would like to call. This is my mix between Disney, Princess and the Frog, and Mermaid. I took a 5-inch styrofoam foam that you find a little craft foam, and because I'm different, I like to spray paint it, the color of what I'm using in my flowers.
Yeah.
See, my sister dared me. She said, well, she wants her bouquet. She wants them all rhinestone. And I was like, I wonder what they do. So what I did
Yes, you
was
can.
I took the flower, I spray painted it, layered it with glitter, and I put rhinestones on them with some rhinestone glue.
Have any that are like? Can I show them real quick this one before we get started on
Yes,
it?
please do, because then I can go through the rest of my ingredients.
Yeah. So I want y'all to see this up close
I took
because
the
it's
normal
just so
holder,
beautiful. Like, look,
And I
she gets the
cut the
glitter into
bottom
every
off.
single little crevice.
because I wanted to
Like
make
you
sure
would
that it
never
had a base.
guess. Like, look at how beautiful. Please, yeah. Like, look at how like intricate. Like the glitter is everywhere. I bet cleanup for you is a heyday.
Well, I can't.
Do you have a tarp down when you're doing your crafts?
No. That's why my whole house is covered in glitter, and I keep a little makeup brush. to
That's
make sure.
really beautiful detail.
But I also use a glitter sealant to make sure that the glitter doesn't move. Once I shellac it real good, like. Okay, and then I take the flowers and I cut them down to size once I bloom them, which only is just hot steam. I steam them, but I use, some people would like toss them in the dryer for like 20 seconds or so, but I like the old-fashioned. I use a double boiler with a strainer, a colander, and I sit it in there and I just let it steam until they become blooming. Now you can never tell that this was a fall flower.
No.
These right here are Walmart flowers. I got them and I steamed them and I let them starch.
But they still look beautiful and real, and you wouldn't guess otherwise.
Exactly, because when you're doing stuff on a budget, you got to go exactly where you can get it. Because not all of us have $1,000 to go and pay for real flowers. But you got to think about it. These are all for, like, you don't have to worry about it. You can get your bouquet. You don't have to worry about your flowers. You don't have to worry about the bouquet. You don't have to worry about none of that good stuff. You can just pick up, go, it photographs well. You don't have to worry about stress. It travels well. I will send it in a one of those Chanel bags. You know what I mean? The satin bag. And it's great for generations to come.
Yeah, well, like, what a beautiful keepsake, and you obviously put so much time and effort. Like, there's, some things that some brides are like, I'm going to do it myself, and then, 8 hours in, you're like, I'm not. I want to pay somebody money to do this for me, and that's where you come in, and you create something so custom and beautiful to plan, and it's so personal. Like, you keep this forever.
Yes, you can.
Hi, my name is Marcia. How do we book you?
You can find me on Bridal Scan. And you can also find me on Instagram. I'm also on TikTok. I'm there too. And I also have a Facebook page. My number's on there, my email's there, and my calendar is there. So you can book a one-on-one session with me. And I also have a deal for new brides where you get a complimentary toss bouquet.
Okay.
Yes. And the toss bouquet will only be it'll be something like this, but you know I'm a razzle and dazzle and stuff like that. But you can have it to your bride's bouquets. And
That's
all the
great
other
idea.
stuff. Now I'm going to show you. So we got a little time left.
Yeah.
So I'm going to show you, just in case you want to be adventurous, but you don't want to do it, but you want to say it,
Yeah.
and you want to do it for later. Okay? Now you take your flower, you see your little thing, and you put it in there, but it's going on move. You don't want it to. Hey ladies, come on, join us. Take a little blue, put your little blue right there, and then you just put your flower where you want it to go. You better, woman. And then we also have our brooches.
And like, I was so curious, like, how beautiful if you have like a grandmother's brooch or
Yes.
something so personal. Can you incorporate that?
Yes, my sister is actually getting married soon, and her mom had a whole lot of broken brooches from over the years, and her parents have been married for 60 years.
Wow.
Well, I'm adding on, but it's probably like 6. But either way, she has all these brooches from her mom throughout the years, and when I do the rhinestone bouquet, I'm gonna also make sure that she have all those touches of her mom. And like, my mom passed, but if I was getting married again, I would book one of her brooches, or in memory of the family member that you miss. You can have one of those brooches with their picture in it.
It's the perfect something old.
It is a perfect summer home. Thank you.
Yeah.
You better.
Yes,
Let
what's-
your friends tell all about it. You know, I do more than just that.
These are so beautiful.
Yes.
You guys, hi.
Hi. So as we keep.
Was it Tina? Tina, right?
Hi, Tina.
Yes, this is Kimberly from Touch of Sun Crafts.
How you doing?
And she does all these beautiful handmade personal bouquets. And we were just talking how you can incorporate like a grandmother's brooch to be the something old.
Yeah.
Or like, you know, the lace of I'm sure, like, you know, grandmother's dress, like wedding
Yes.
gown.
You can
Have
add
that
the
wrapped
lace from
around.
that,
The lace
a
from that.
veil. You can add any memorable touch. Like if you wanted to have fabric from the veil or the wedding dress, you can actually incorporate it in your wrap. And you can add a brooch or whatever to that. You can add your favorite flower. You can have your favorite color. You can have the way that you want your favorite sports team, or as me, my sorority colors. So my sorority colors are royal blue and white. So we're gonna have those colors incorporated all through the bouquet and join with your wedding flowers.
Yeah, it's really beautiful. And this is more of a keepsake. Do brides walk down the aisle with it?
Yes.
Yes, they
brides
do.
Walk down the aisle with it.
And then
They can have it on display after in wedding pictures with the wedding dresses and bridesmaids. After you done with it, you can put it in a keepsake box or on a shelf where it's always displayed, and you can see everything that's meant to happen. And your daughter can use it, and your granddaughter can use it.
Yeah.
It is something that lasts a lifetime, generations to come.
So beautiful. I'm a big. Your mom would be so proud.
I believe she would. I mean, her name was Queen, and I made sure that I added her to
Here.
my bouquet.
It says Queen.
So she's always with me.
Yeah, what a beautiful way to honor her.
And I don't have daughters, so this is for me to show if I had a daughter, how I would want her to be represented. And that one makes me smile.
Yeah. Well, you're going to be having so many more weddings because you said you just had your first bride? No.
I had my first bride in 2024.
In 2024. So you've just been growing since then.
Since then,
Yeah.
and we spent months designing her bouquet. Everything that was picked out, it didn't do anything without her approval. We went second and third. If it didn't work out, we went to another drawing board. Her colors were eggplant and royal blue. Yes, and she wanted orchids. Yeah, so we did the purple and white orchids and So that's what we did with hers. It was absolutely fabulous. You can find that one on my Instagram.
Well, I'm curious, are you based out of here in Houston? And do you just only work with Texas brides or all over the U.S.? Tell me.
I am all over. I live here in the Houston area. I live in Dickinson. And my bride from last year, she was from North Carolina. So it works. I ship.
So it's a process, like when you're working with the bride, you kind of do a FaceTime, or if they're not here in Houston, to have that meeting and get a vibe for her, and then you can literally send this bouquet anywhere. Right. And do you kind of work on it, like are you selecting flowers and then presenting options to her and things that she's kind of envisioning that you're envisioning? And if she's like, yes, no, this or that?
Yes. So the process is I find the materials, I send her suggestions on all the ones that we want, the flowers, the brooches, the ribbon, the holders. Nothing moves forward without the bride's approval. So if she doesn't like one thing, we'll find another. And once all the materials are ordered, that's when it comes. We do FaceTimes, we do phone calls. I am a 24-hour bridal consultant during this time, so I'm helping not only with the bouquet, but doing the bridal process as well. If they're stressed, I try to send encouragement. This is going to be a great day. Don't let these people drive you crazy. Let's go for a walk together, because the energy that you bring in is the energy that I put out into your bouquet. And we want all those to be positive. We want to go in with a happy, united, harmonious. Yes, that's the word.
Warmth of a touch of sun.
Just a little bit of sparkle, razzle dazzle, little shine, to let you know that even though it is crazy and it may be horrible outside that day, you can always go around with a little touch of sun. Just a little touch of it. Just wonderful. I take every bride feelings and emotional and vision and wonder, and I try to put it all into their vision, into their bouquet.
Do you have a favorite bouquet that you've done?
I actually love the 3 I made, but this one, she is my yes. She is glam.
Like, they're so beautiful. These flowers feel like velvet.
Yes.
It's almost like a velvet kind of floral that you're using. Like,
yes.
It's very luxurious. Like, I'm like, are these real? Like, the flowers that she uses are really beautiful. The texture is just so nice and soft. Like, it has like that velvet kind of quality, like a rose, like a real rose does, but stays forever. Gatsby is one of my favorite themes.
Yes, and what makes these unique to me is I make an anxiety strap.
Oh.
Yes.
Tell me, what's an anxiety strap? Hi, ladies, welcome. This is Kimberly from Touch of Sun Florals. She hand makes all of these keepsake florals that you can use on your wedding day. And also, since they last forever, it's the perfect keepsake of your wedding day. And she puts beautiful pins and brooches and sequins. And say you have a grandmother's brooch, you can have that and add this to your bouquet for your something old, or use like the lace from the wedding gown or of a veil and use it around here for a really beautiful keepsake. It's Touch of Sun Crafts.
Touch of Sun Crafts.
On Instagram and TikTok, and check her out. What's your booth number again? Do you know? Hold on. That's right. So she's here. You can find her online. She's also in the app, the Bride Scan app.
Bridal Scan. Please find me.
Touch of Sun Crafts.
Yes, you'll find all kinds of deals and me. You'll find
And she works with brides from all over. And you said you also did like a little toss bouquet.
Yes, I do. I have a complimentary toss bouquet for new brides. So please feel free.
So no return brides?
No.
No second time brides. Did you hear that?
I got a 10% discount for those. You're welcome.
Thank you.
My anxiety.
So yeah, anxiety strap. What is this?
Well, you know when you hold it, you get nervous in front of people. Start twitching your finger.
Okay. That's genius.
When you get the other fidget, you don't have to worry about if anybody can see you going.
Yeah, and you probably have your nails all nice and long and gorgeous.
Ring, you can see, you know, all the things in pictures, but you won't see fingers going over it.
That is such a great idea.
Like that.
That is such a great idea.
So this is just my little, what makes me me, because I am not a fan of public speaking, and I get,
You're doing such a great job.
that's with prayer, a lot of prayer.
I'm here to support you on this journey.
And so when I was doing the bouquets, I was like, well, mine was just like this. It was just a bunch of flowers and a ribbon, and I was like, I do. But if I could have, I was like, oh my goodness, I would have made me an anxiety strap.
Yeah.
So I can make sure that I look good in pictures, but nobody see me freak out.
Right, and I feel like people don't know like what's available to them until they go through something and they're like, I wish I had this, and then you're like, fine, I'll do it myself. I'll make it myself, and you make it work for you.
Yeah, see, I have the most wonderful goddaughter ever.
There you go, so we can hear you.
I have the most
There you go.
wonderful goddaughter ever, and she got married, and I wasn't able to be there.
Aw.
So I didn't get to make her bouquet, but if I could have made her bouquet, I would have made it as whimsical as this one.
So beautiful. And this was the queen? No, this
No,
one's
that's Queen,
Queen.
and this is Enchanted.
Enchanted.
Yes, and this is Glam.
They're all so beautiful. And I mean, you're just getting started.
Well, I hope so.
Yeah.
I know last year was my first bride. I hope it's not my last.
Yeah, no, we're back, people. We're back.
I'm
Love is in
ready.
the air.
And it's
so
ready.
many singles events, and people are going to be getting married left and right.
Yes, well, you know they say if you're a bride in June, you're a bride for life.
Really?
Yes.
Well, that's good to know.
Yeah. I saw it on the MGM musical once.
You know what? There has to be some truth to it, because my parents have been married for 53 years, and they were married June 25th.
See, when you marry in
June,
June,
a bride for life.
you're a bride for life.
That's beautiful.
Hi, welcome.
Hi, ladies. Oh my God, you found me.
Not late. You're right on
So
time.
it was Jay and Ray. Yes, this is Kimberly from Touch of Sun Crafts.
Hi.
Take a look at how gorgeous her bouquets are. Let me show you these.
Yes.
She was just sharing some of her process.
Yes, we made
how
matching
she makes
boutonnieres.
everything.
We make matching junior brides. We make bridesmaids. We do it all.
And the way that, like, she was sharing her process, and you can feel the floral, and she uses such a beautiful high quality floral. So I was literally like, what? But how beautiful. And we were saying how you can use like the lace from like a grandmother's dress to be wrapped around here, a
Yes.
grandmother's brooch to add in here. She does all of these herself. And so then you get to use it as a keepsake,
Yes.
one for your wedding day, as well as keeping it like in a beautiful, like, what is it, a shadow box, a keepsake box?
You use a shadow box, a keepsake box. I got these things
Yeah.
from the Dollar Tree, and you can just do it just like that.
And then you can pass it down to your daughter and then their daughter, so it's always a little piece of something.
Yes.
And then, do you want to tell them about your anxiety strap that you created as
yes.
well?
This is what I call my anxiety strap. See, when you're walking down the aisle, you get a little fidgety and stuff like that, you can just, and won't nobody see your jitters. You sit there and you look for your pictures, but won't nobody see you going, oh my goodness, or is it gonna hurt? When they gonna open the door? When they gonna do this? And so you have a little anxiety strap, won't nobody see you freaking out, and you still look beautiful.
Yeah, really, really beautiful. Do you want to show them a little bit about how you do your process here? Because we have a few more minutes until my next artist arrives.
And it is perfect.
Yeah, thank you for joining us. I'm so glad you found us.
Okay.
So yeah, this is her process.
Now this is just a foam craft ball that I use, and I use the foam flowers that I'm that's what I'm calling. We just use steam to make them expand and stuff. My sister wanted some glitter. She wants rhinestone flowers for her bouquet when she gets married. So this is my tester for her. And so I actually spray painted, glittered, and rhinestone all of these. I use secondary glue, some clear glue, and some a hot glue gun. And they don't go nowhere wrong. And I use pins and brooches like this, and then I make sure that they stay on this like. And so and all of them also use sealant spray to make sure that the glitter doesn't go anywhere. Use it in spraying pictures. You don't have to worry about travel because it's going to be there. I'll put it in the satin bags like they used to need.
A beautiful little dust bag.
Yes.
We're gonna call it a glitter bag,
It is. It's a glitter bag. And then
but no
I
glitter
use,
falls.
Whatever garnish and stuff like that. Then look, when nothing happens without bride consent. Nothing happens. I'm in a sorority, so I use my sorority colors. Say it for me. Oh, how you doing? We like y'all. We like y'all.
Well, I'm the Delta Zeta, if that helps. So, DC up in here. I'm a Delta Express.
Oh, no, don't have a So, it's a moment in time that you don't get married. You get married once. Even if you get married in life, you only have that experience once. And it's a once in a lifetime experience. And you want to hold that moment so true to you. And why not get like flowers, real flowers, they fade. They wilt. You don't have them like this is something that you can have and share and bring out. But like, look what mommy did. Look at how it went. These were our colors. You can take it out like a time was had. So, there's moments that you never forget, and you always want to make sure that you have a memorabilia. You have a moment that you can look at each other and go, that was our day. This was our moment. And every time you walk by it, you be able to see it. You be able to see it. Just that feeling of your face. I do. I have on my bridal scan, you'll see that I have a meet and a Zoom link that we'll do a 30-minute one-on-one. I am an all-inclusive bride. You need something, text me. If it don't fit, you have to look, we don't like that, then we'll pivot. All decisions are made with the bride, not me. I am just your vessel to make your dream come true. That's it.
Yeah, because she was saying she won't move forward until everything is approved by you, so that everything is exactly as you want it.
Everything. Flowers. If you don't like this option, we'll go with this option. If you don't like that option, we'll go with that option. The colors just ain't what you thought it was. We're gonna pivot and get another.
Find the right one.
Any work is made and any final decisions, that's it. So you're not alone. We're a team. And in that team, you have to make your vision. It's not my vision. So you staying calm and getting what you want makes my magic happen. And as long as you're happy, it ain't matter about anything else. I will get up and I will be on Amazon at 3 in the morning just to make sure that you get the colors that you're looking for. But nothing will happen until you get final say so.
Yes. Well, thank you, ladies, so much for joining us. I'm so glad y'all made it over just in time.
Right on here. Find me on
Instagram, Touch of Sun Crafts. Don't leave out the crafts.
I'm here as well. I'm on Facebook as well, and I'm just starting a YouTube page.
Yeah, congratulations. It's the way of the future, and we have to pivot into what is, and YouTube is going to be probably the most powerful tool, like video tool in the
Yes.
coming years.
I mean, you got to
It's
think
wild.
about it this way: the weather is so horrible, but you have to pivot. All you're not going to get what you want when you want it, how you want it all the time. So life is about pivoting. Because as this process goes on, you're going to be more mad than you are happy. And so when you find something that you know you like, and you find somebody who sees your vision, wants that vision for you, you find that person and make it happen. Because when I say nothing moves without you, nothing will move without you. Like I said, you're paying me to make it happen.
That's right.
I'm just the one that makes the magic. You're the one with the abracadabra.
Well, thank you guys so
Thank
much.
you
And
for joining us.
Kimberly, thank you so much for your time
Thank
and
you for
coming out.
having me. Welcome.
Your work is beautiful and
you.
timeless. And everybody check her out
Please do.
at
Please do.
Touch of Sun Crafts on
Touch of Sun
Instagram.
Crafts, yes.
Thank you.
And what you see is what you get, I promise. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's been a pleasure. Congratulations.